YouTube, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Allie DeAndrea, and today I am going to walk you guys through my rooftop tent. This is the Roofnest Falcon XL. It is a hardtop rooftop tent. I'm going to go through all of the specs, give you my thoughts on it, and any additional things that I think would be important to know if you are looking at purchasing a rooftop tent and maybe considering something like this. So let's jump right into it. First things first, let's talk about some of the features on the outside of the tent first. So you can obviously tell, this is a big boy. It is their largest rooftop tent, at least their hard shell. Roofnest does make soft shell rooftop tents as well. It's 7.5 feet long, 5 feet wide. The internal dimensions are just like 2 inches shorter than those external dimensions, and it weighs 160 pounds. One of the features that I freaking love about this rooftop tent is the track system that it has on the outside. So this goes all the way around on the bottom portion of the tent and the top portion of the tent. So when you receive this model, it comes with a little kit, and you actually install the locations where you can mount the ladder, which we'll talk about a little bit more in a second. The locations where the lock is, which we'll also talk more about in a second. It makes it so you can mount other things to your rooftop tent, like this roof rack system. So this roof rack system was an extra $250, so it didn't come with the tent itself. And actually, while we're talking about price, this tent retails for just under $3,500. Let's come around back here. The tent comes with a lock on both sides. And then to open, you just push these down like so, and you repeat that on the opposite side. Now it's time for the grand reveal. This is the best part. Oh my God, da-da-da. So cool. So it comes with this elastic band that you will pull down. And the purpose of the elastic band is for when you actually close the tent, it helps hold all these flaps together. But when you're actually using it, you just push it down to the bottom, and then we can pull out the awning. So I keep my tent poles, or my awning poles rather, inside the tent, always. You pop it in, pull it up, like so, and repeat on the other side. That is literally all there is for setup. I used to have a soft shell rooftop tent, and soft shells are awesome. I loved that tent. These guys, the hard shells, set up way faster. I can set this up in under 60 seconds versus the soft shell. It would take me like 10 to 15 minutes if I was setting it up by myself. So hard shells are very convenient in that way. So come on in. So this tent has 3 points of entry, one on the back and one on either side. All openings have a really durable mesh window, if you will. So if you want a breeze going through, if not, you have the option to close this down with this thick fabric material that will help prevent the breeze going through, will help protect you if it's raining from the elements, all that good stuff. And on each opening, you can roll these up and out of the way. Oh, bug on my face. The same is true for the mesh, just like that. So take a peek inside here. It comes with a super thick mattress, as well as this mat underneath, which helps with condensation, and it's just a hard bottom throughout the whole thing. This obviously has a zipper, so it can be removed and washed. The Falcon XL also comes with this awesome shoe bag. So like right now, I don't want to climb in with my shoes on. You can take your shoes off, throw them in here, and then you can actually hang it right outside your door, just like that. Or if you're not using it for shoes, you can use it for other storage. We were camping in this the other day, and we have this huge cooler that we were using sort of as a step into the tent. The cooler's not in the bed of our truck right now, so I'm actually going to climb in using the ladder. I have 2 ladder stations, if you will, set up on either side of the vehicle. So let's do that right now. For most rooftop tents, the ladder will be attached to it permanently. But with the Falcon, because you can choose where you want to climb in, the ladder is separate, like this. So I have my ladder system set up right here. And you can move that and adjust that. You could put it on this side, that side, the back, wherever. All you have to do is extend this out. You want to start from the top. So you start from the top, pull until you hear a click, then to the next one, hear a click, just like that, until you get it to the height that you need. Hook it on like so. Okay, I need to go a little bit more, so just gonna keep pulling. And that is going to be perfect. Now we climb up. So again, we have the durable fabric to protect you from the elements. There's a spot for you to be able to roll this up. Keeps it all neat and out of the way. Then you have your mesh window, which you open on up, and then you can climb on in. Let me show you guys the inside. Welcome to the inside of the rooftop tent. Right here, you have this great big mesh compartment to hold stuff. So initially I was making the mistake of sliding my gear on top and resting it here, but I found that it would slide down sort of as the night went on. The better thing to do, and I think the correct thing to do, is actually pull this little tab here. It opens up the net, and then you can actually really secure your items in there. For me, that was mostly like extra layers of clothes. Like normally when I would climb up into bed, I would have a hoodie on and sweatpants and all of that. So you can shove your clothes in there to keep it organized. There are also pockets on either side where you can put your cell phone, keys, things like that. We found it most comfortable to sleep with our head up here by the back door, or the front door, if you will, and then our feet down here where the V pinches down. It just gives you more headroom because you don't need that much room for your feet, but when your head's real close to the ceiling, it gets a little uncomfortable. Ooh, the wind! Let's climb it out. Actually, the wind's another important thing to talk about. A couple more things that I want to mention that you may not know if you have never purchased a rooftop tent before. Rooftop tents and roof racks in general are going to be a little noisy. That's just sort of the name of the game. Once you accept that, it really just becomes like white noise, and it just sort of is what it is. But be prepared. If you've never had anything attached to your roof, it's gonna whistle a little bit, especially when you're driving fast, like on a highway. Obviously, the hard shell is going to do a great job against things like rain or even snow, but it does a really good job against the wind as well. The only thing that we've noticed is the front awning will flap a little bit, but you can zip that off if you want to. So if it's a really windy night, you can zip off that awning and it reduces the noise 1,000,000%, especially compared to when we had the soft shell. And again, soft shells are great. They're just sort of a different animal. It would make a lot of noise in the wind, and there was no way of like removing the awning and making it quieter. So I really, really love that about this tent. Now let me show you how it closes down, because it closes down about as easy as you set it up. You take that elastic band, shimmy it up to about the middle of the tent. Like so. From here, you grab this strap and you pull it down. Like so. Once you get it to about here, you can put a hand on top and you're good to go. And you just want to tuck everything inside. So it helps if you have a buddy to like tuck in each side, but obviously it's really easy to do by yourself as well. Once you make sure everything's good and tucked, you're just gonna press down and close this latch and then you can lock it. There are 2 tracks underneath the tent that you use to secure it to your roof racking system. I have mine attached in 4 spots. Well, that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think about my new rooftop tent? Let me know in the comments down below. If you have any other rooftop tent related questions, feel free to drop those in the comments as well. And that's it. I will see you guys in the next one.